So earlier today, I was at a Roe v. Wade protest in California when I skinned my knee. And I immediately put hand sanitizer on it because that was all I had on me. When I got home, I washed it with soap and water. And I thought about how a couple years ago I was hiking on Grouse Mountain with some friends when one of them skinned her knee. And it didn't seem like a big deal at the time because I've skinned my knee so many times I don't even remember any individual incident. So I gave her my water bottle to help her rinse out the dirt, and she got right back up and kept hiking. But by the time we got to the bottom of the mountain, she was hissing with each step and her knee was visibly swelling. So we washed it with soap and water in the public bathroom, and she debated whether to go to a doctor or to go home and shower and try to clean it that way. And, none of us thought a skinned knee was something you needed to see a doctor for. But while we were discussing, I noticed that her knee was actually starting to turn green, and it smelled really, really bad. So that clinched it. And at this point, I think it was about half an hour since she skinned her knee. But I had to help carry her to the back of one of my friends' van because it was the biggest vehicle, and we all rode with her to the hospital. She had basically a steak-sized piece of flesh removed from her leg, and the doctor said that if we had gone in just a minute later, she would have had to have the whole leg amputated. If she had gone home to take a shower, I'm not sure she'd still be with us today. That's how fast sepsis can spread. My friend's still alive. She's still hiking, and we were actually at the march together when I found out that banana peels really are slippery. And we talked about this incident and what would have happened if the septic tissue was in her uterus instead of her knee. Could she have had it removed as quickly as she did if it was a fetus with a heartbeat? Even assuming that the abortion bans triggered in 13 states has an exception for when pregnancy threatens the mother's life, what exactly counts as life-threatening? Because, remember, right after the injury, my friend felt good enough to hike a mountain with us. It took a little over half an hour for her injury to progress to needing a chunk of her leg removed. Does that count as life-threatening? Is there a clinic that will admit her in that half hour? A doctor who will put their license on the line? A lawmaker who will rule on whether that abortion is legal or not, all in 30, 40 minutes. And exceptions for rape and incest don't work either. My rape trial took 3 years, and I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure pregnancy doesn't last that long. And this isn't even getting into the main reason that women seek abortions. They don't have enough money. Whether it's because they can't take the time off work, or because they can't afford another mouth to feed, or, in America, they can't afford the actual childbirth. The average person receiving abortion services is already a mother who recently had some kind of life-altering event. You can't legislate any of that away. And if you try to legislate that away, all you're doing is you're telling a mother it's okay if you die. You're telling her kids it's okay if you lose your mom. And I have to stop here because I'm getting too emotional. Oh my God.